Well, it's Sunday morning, December 23rd here on the East Coast, and I did promise you guys I would do as often as possible for the holiday season Q&As every weekend, and I've delivered most weekends, but here we go. Time for another Q&A. We're like a day before Christmas Eve, 2 days before Christmas, so if you celebrate that holiday, Merry Christmas to you if you celebrate it. If not, that's okay too. Let's go ahead and answer these questions here from the Ask FM. Let's talk about it. So, first question here, old school Ask FM takes me back. How old do you think King Vegeta, Bardock, and Pegasus are? Educated guess. If you're talking about how old they were back in the flashback era, like during the fall of Planet Vegeta, I don't know exactly how old they are, but it's perceived that King Vegeta is pretty old, older than Bardock and Pegasus. I think the order of like oldest to youngest is probably going to be King Vegeta, Pegasus, and Bardock. Educated guess, okay? You're having me guess, okay? My guess is that Pegasus and King Vegeta are probably in their 40s, whereas, and I'm talking about when Planet Vegeta got blown up, and Bardock's probably in his early 30s, if not late 20s. That's my guess, based on just the way they look. But Dragon Ball can be very deceiving when it comes to, ages. Moving on. What genre of video games do you play? I play action, adventure, racing, and RPGs. I play everything. I play whatever's good. I've got all kinds of games all over here. I got sports games. I've got a couple racing games. I don't play them as much as I would like to, even though Mario Kart is a classic. I've got so many adventure games. My personal favorite genre is JRPGs. I love Dragon Quest. I love the old school Final Fantasies. I've talked about this before. I love Legend of Dragoon on PS1. That game pops people. Legend of Legaia. I love Lufia. Lugia. Not Lugia. Lugia is a Pokemon. Lufia. Well, Pokemon. I love Pokemon. There's so many. I love JRPGs. Love Persona. Right? Love it. Why does Kid Goku, Dragon Ball Path to Power film, is wearing a Gi outfit, the same outfit from Dragon Ball GT? Well, I think what you're referring to is why he's wearing the blue GT outfit, and the reason for that, there's two reasons. Number one, Goku did wear blue in the early episodes of Dragon Ball and the early manga chapters before he got his traditional, gi from the Kame Sennin school. But when Path to Power was being made, it was in 1995 and it came out in 1996, okay? That's when GT started. The Path to Power movie had Dan Dan, which is the GT intro music, as its credits. Basically, the production for the Path to Power was the same as the GT, so they had the same designs. That's why Goku in Path to Power looks like GT Kid Goku. So that's why. It was pretty much done at around the same time. Same production team. Jordan Davis says, when will you guys notice my chats to you on Twitter? You guys are awesome, and I want to be like you in the YouTube community. I know you guys are human too, but some people look up to you, so do I. Well, thanks for the kind words, and if I don't notice you on Twitter, it's probably because I have hundreds of notifications a day. But I think I have seen you before. Jordan Davis is a very familiar name. What will you say to your young self and why? Be careful before you make decisions. If someone wants to talk to you, what are the steps that you should proceed to reach your acceptance of giving them a portion of your time to listen to? I have no idea. All right, let's keep going here. I know this hasn't anything to do with the video, but I have a theory. It's weird how in Battle of the Gods, I guess he means Battle of Gods, when Goku was fighting Jiren, that didn't happen in Battle of Gods, but let's keep going here. How he was in the middle of the blast, he hit his new peak form. What do you think? I think it would be a cool video. I don't really understand what you're asking me, because Battle of Gods is not when Goku fought Jiren, so I'm not sure what you're referring to here. Alright, is Dragon Ball Z kind of worth watching if I've already seen Dragon Ball Z? If you've never seen Dragon Ball Z in Japanese, I would advise you to do that. If you have seen DBZ in Japanese, it's not really worth watching Kai, with the exception of the beautiful remastered look to the series, and if you like the music, of course. If you want to watch a good dub, though, if you want to watch a good English dub, Kai is the way to go. The Dragon Ball Z Kai dub is infinitely superior to the Dragon Ball Z dub, and I know some folks out there don't like it when I say that, but it is. It's a better dub. It's more accurate. The actors are better. So check out Dragon Ball Kai, the dub. If you had lived the rest of your life in a movie, which one would you pick? I don't know, Star Trek. That sounds like a fun life. Goku Black Zamasu traveled to all universes and killed the God of Destruction. Black then destroyed Belmont. Topo was trained to be a God of Destruction. Jiren would have found out about this. So do you think Black destroyed Jiren? Because I don't think Thus Black would have died by Jiren. Thus Black arc is pointless. Thoughts. Some of these sentences are hard to read, yo. From Reed Kaiser. I already did a video addressing this. Look up a video called Goku Black versus the Pride Troopers. I think that's what I called it. That is the video that covers this, okay? Because Black did not like fight Topo or Jiren or any of these guys, nor did Black destroy Belmont. Like, we've already gone through this I don't know how many times. Black killed the Supreme Kais and thus rendered the Gods of Destruction useless. Let's keep answering here. Wait, there's the video I did. Alright, I don't understand how that works, but that's the video I did already, so I'm not sure what he's talking about. So my question is, if the universes of DBS are linked and are all equal 13, what happened to the pairing for the universes that got erased? Did they somehow equal 13, or did the universe equal a higher number and reset to a lower number when 13 and 18 were erased? I don't know, because that's one thing that has never been explained, but I think what you're saying in the second half of this is right. I think that it was reset to a lower number when 13 through 18 were erased. There's a lot of mysteries about that we never got an answer to. Do you think Beerus is in awe of Jiren's strength? And what if Frieza tells the Saiyans he's the reason for their planet's demise, meaning Beerus, especially Vegeta? Malcolm Machiavelli Shakur. See, you're a big Tupac fan. I've been asked this question a lot too. And that's the thing about Q&As is we get asked questions. Like, I do live stream Q&As and Facebook Q&As, and we get asked the same question over and over again. The answer is, I don't know what would happen if Vegeta found out that Beerus was the guy who authorized it, but Beerus didn't do it. It was ultimately Frieza. Would Vegeta even care at this point? You know what I mean? It's been a long time. This regards the Mystery Man spot at the end of the Super Dragon Ball Heroes trailer. My prediction is that this is Universe 7's version of Hit, and his powers and hacks far exceed what Hit has displayed at this point. Your thoughts? I'm a big Dragon Ball turd. Do you mean nerd? I don't know about calling yourself a piece of fecal matter being a good thing here. And I have mainly theories and ideas when it comes to Dragon Ball. I guess you mean many? Man, y'all gotta fix up your grammar a little bit and your spelling here. I don't really know who the Mystery Man is, but you're talking about Zamasu, that's who it was. Did Gogeta Blue really last that long in the movie, and that only extensions of the SSJ form like SS3 drains the time limit of the fusion dance, or were they just really fast from Patchy Peach? This is a great question, actually, because yes, Gogeta Blue in the film, through cinematic timing, did seem to last longer than Vegito did in episode 66 of Dragon Ball Super, but I do think that is, of course, just cinematic timing. I think that Gogeta Blue... yes, Gogeta Blue is very powerful. And by the way, I have a video coming out later today with MJX TV, and we're discussing Gogeta Blue versus Gogeta SS4. I think y'all are going to want to enjoy that video. We talk about power, and we talk about like which one we liked more. But to answer your question, yeah, the Broly versus Gogeta fight in the film was definitely something that was faster than light significantly. So it was slowed down for us, but it was a lot faster than that. Name some of your favorite songs or artists. I guess I can start it off. I've been listening to Dead and Cold by Sad Boy Prolific a lot recently, but one of my favorite artists was SSS Temptation, Garrett's Revenge, and Wing Ridden Angel. I've never heard of these people except for Triple X because he passed away recently. But I have been out of the music loop for like years. But some of my favorite songs are artists. I mean, I like the Beatles. I like the Beach Boys. I like Pink Floyd. Love Pink Floyd. I like Creedence Clearwater Revival. When it comes to hip-hop, love Nas. I love Cormega. I love Cannabis. Obviously, old school Eminem I love. Love The Roots. I was a big hip-hop head for years, dude. I was huge into hip-hop. I was into everything. I was into Slug and Merce. I was into... oh God, idea and abilities. I was into everything, yo. Mos Def, Talib Kweli. When it comes to hip hop, I'm very well versed, but I haven't been in the loop for a while. Old school Drake mixtapes and old school Wayne stuff. And when I say old school, I mean like just like 10, 15 years ago. Not even that old. What is a place that you want to go with a friend partner someday? Japan, for sure. All right. Will you send me a Gogeta Secret Rare? I guess he's talking about like the cards, and I can't do that right now. I'm taking a guess here, but I guess the reason for Vegeta's Gallic Gun being yellow rather than purple in the latest Broly trailer is to reduce the chance of triggering epilepsy. Since the Pokemon incident many years ago, rules and regulations have surrounding flashing colors have been put in place. He's talking about like how if you have certain colors and you go see a movie, people that have certain brain conditions can develop, like, can go into seizures and things like that. It happened with Pokemon, the Porygon episode. Look that up if you don't know what I'm talking about. That's a great point. I don't know if that's really the reason, because the movie's still very, very colorful with a lot of flashing colors and strobe-like effects. But that's a good point. I mean, I just thought it was yellow because Goku and Vegeta combined their ki. So... everyone has Christmas traditions. Do you have Halloween traditions? Yeah, trick-or-treating. That's about it. Who would win a fight, Arceus, Pokemon, or Goku? Arceus versus Grand Zeno. Me and my friend were debating on this for a long time. I'm actually not sure because I don't know what the lore is for Arceus. I know that he's the god Pokemon who creates everything, but he can also be beat in battle. So I'm going to guess that Arceus will win in the Pokemon world, but I'm not sure because I don't know much about Arceus' lore. I don't know. All right, pointless question there. I'm trying to get a good. I want a good question. Somebody asked me about, this is a spoiler for the movie. I don't want to get into that right now. Same question again. How does the alternate dimension look where time doesn't exist, and do you think fusion gets affected by it? If you haven't seen the movie yet, I mean, this is kind of a spoiler though. Like, that's, got to be careful with this because I don't want to spoil this for people. It's purple. How about that? I'm just going to say it's purple. If you know, you'll see. It's weird and purple. Dragon Ball Super advertises Japanese food culture. Don't you agree? Now do a Beerus impression enjoying his meal. This is a very good meal, Whis. Yeah, I suck. I'm not a voice actor. All right. Do you think Frieza could imitate Hakai, considering he has Seedr's destruction in his hand and he could have analyzed it the same as in the counter with the Destroyer Topo? Because in the manga... Goku learned the Hakai technique, that's implied to me that you don't have to necessarily be a god to know that technique. So yes, I do think that Frieza could learn the Hakai technique, and if he does learn it, that could be very, very dangerous because, I mean, think about it. Frieza, who's still kind of an enemy, who's still kind of a, he still stirs the pot a lot, knowing that technique, that could be really, really bad. Really, really bad. So there you go. Anyways, that's it for this Q&A Sunday morning. I got another video coming out later tonight. Hope y'all enjoy that about Gogeta. And I got a Dragon Ball in-depth coming up very soon about the history of evil Goku. I think you'll enjoy that one a lot. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'll see you real soon.